All right, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. We have got to make something happen here. Who's ready to go see what kind of mischief we can get into today? Welcome back, everybody. It is old Big Mike back out here in the hoopty barn with our Project 2025, the Home Ofo, and are we ever going to get this thing to run? I certainly hope so, because you may or may not realize it, but this is the 50th episode on this thing. 50. That's a lot to not be done. So, yesterday I redid the fuel situation, and now our battery says it is 100%. So, we're going to see if it'll do anything. I doubt it, because I'm sure I've got something wrong still. But anyway, we'll find out. I'll get things hooked up and see what we can come up with. Alright, well, I got things hooked up. I don't know, but just a little dab of gas in there. Been a little while since I did it. Probably evaporated, but I figured we'll give it a try. Well, a little bit of smoke right there. About it. Still not sure what's going on here. Try to turn my distributor a bit. I didn't tighten it all the way down because I figured there's going to be some timing issues. We'll turn it. We'll see. Alright, still nothing. I'll go the opposite way. Sounded better. Give it a little, just a little more squirt of gas here. Maybe a little bit more. All right. I'm not sure. I know somebody said something about they thought maybe my distributor was out 180 degrees. I don't think so, but I'm going to unplug this battery and I'm going to go ahead and pull the distributor, do the 180 degree swap, and we'll see what that does. Alright, so I did the swap. Probably gotta put my battery cable back on. Might be beneficial. Still nothing. Take that sucker all the way around there. Alright. So something's definitely not right. I don't know. Let me set up something here. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got my little test light on here. I got no power with my switch on. I tracked this down. We're gonna see. Back here. I don't know if you can see that switch right there. My hot wire's down. So unplug this thing. Stupid. Alright, I'm gonna unplug that battery and I'm gonna plug that wire back on. I just don't want it short out on nothing. Silliness, man. So I may have to turn that distributor around again. I don't know. But anyway, first things first. Let me get that thing hooked back up. We'll try it. Look at that. Now it's hot. How about that? All right. Let me check something here. Yeah, it's hot. All right. Well, see if that made a difference. I'll put this back to the middle. Okay. Take this off just in case. Okay, here goes nothing. Yeah, literally, here goes nothing. Because you know what? Forgot my stupid battery cable again. I just don't like messing with electrical with the battery hooked up. Alright, let's try it. My light. I just had it. Oh my gosh, right here. Okay. Yep, still got plenty of juice there. Alright. Try moving this sucker. Alright. That's an improvement. Fire in the hole. All right. So, I think I will go ahead and change this thing back out, turn it 180 degrees, and we'll see what we do. All right, let's try it again. That's what I was wanting to hear. She's a runner. Alright, so now I'm going to get some things cleaned up in here and make some adjustments. I didn't have my fuel pump on or nothing because I just wanted to see if it would fire up and go. Yes.
Fire.
Fire, fire.
No.
All right. Mama Hoop heard the fire out yonder.
No fire extinguisher.
Oh, fire extinguisher. What do you need that for?
Because I've seen some fires.
All right. So, yes, we're on our way. So, all right. I'm going to make some adjustments and stuff, and then we'll hook up the fuel pump, stuff like that, and see if we can get it to do more. All right. I'm just going to try this one more time. Woohoo! All right.
Blow up or something. What do you call it?
Oh, yeah. All right, so now we know it runs. So what next? I guess I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to adjust the. Oh crap! Wonder what that clicking was. That's my fuel pump still going. Oh. Forgot about that. Well, I'm gonna have to remember that when I'm going. So I got to adjust definitely the idle and all that stuff. I'll have to tune this sucker down, and we're gonna make some adjustments here, and we'll see what we can do with it. All right, let's try it again. That's what I was wanting to hear. She's a runner. All right, so yes, it did start. Yes, we did run a little bit. I say we because my buddy Jeffrey's back. And we had just a little bit of issue here. Yeah, she's pouring gas out of this carburetor, and it ain't because of the pressure from the fuel pump or any of that. I think this thing's been setting for I don't know how many years, and probably just dried up seals and all that stuff. And so, in the interest of saving time and effort, because I'm running out of time. No Name Nationals I'm leaving in 2 days, so I got to get rocking and rolling. So we're going to go buy a carburetor, and my battery won't hold a charge, which I'm not surprised about that. So we're going to buy a battery and a carburetor. So we're going to go do that, and then we'll be back at it. All right, so we had to go to the city. We knew we was going to have to. And look at here. We got a monkey at engine bay. He's over here taking out the old one. We had to go to 6 and 1. That many in one. Different stores before we found one in stock. Because we ain't got no time. And so we got the Edelbrock. So it's what we got. I don't know. Will it work? I'm sure it will. I mean, it's the 1406. I don't know much about Edelbrock, but I do know I've got some Edelbrock stickers. So now I'll stick Edelbrock stickers on my car. So, yeah. Anyway. Alright, we're going to get this thing put on here and see if that makes a difference. Yep, she's starting to go. We're getting there. Won't be long now. Alright, so it's late and I'm gonna come back out here and thrash on this thing a little bit more by myself. My buddy Jeffrey had to head to the house, and well, we got some stuff accomplished today. I mean, actually ran, and actually runs pretty daggum decent, but I got quite a bit to button up yet, and you know, I'm gonna be thrashing for another, well, at least a whole another day. So I was planning on leaving first thing Wednesday morning. It may not be first thing, it may be sometime Wednesday. So anyway, that's where I'm leaving this one. So episode 50, we finally got it running. So do me a favor, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Say, you big crazy hillbilly, that thing ain't never going to work on the drag strip. And I was like, yeah, I think it might. But anyway, till next time, you know the drill. Y'all keep watching, I'll keep working.